All right, so let's try drawing a poppy. So to start with, we're going to start about 3/4 of the way up our page because poppies have really long stems. All right, and we're going to start by drawing lightly so that we can get it right and we can erase when we make a mistake. But for your benefit, so you can see on the camera, I'm going to draw a little bit darker. Okay, and to start with, remember, poppies are kind of a loose, flowing, floppy flower. So we're going to start with drawing kind of an upside down triangle. That's going to be our first. And then we're going to draw another smaller one inside that. Okay, and that's going to be the first 2 layers of our poppy. Okay, and then we are going to draw an outside like this. And another one like that. And then we're going to kind of fill this one out a bit, and we're going to draw this one a little bit bigger. All right, that's just to start with. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use our eraser to erase some of the triangle pieces that we started with that gave us our original shape, so that we can be just left with some looser poppy flowers. And this here is a little bit curvier than I want, so I'm going to lighten that up, and I'm actually going to make that a little bit flowier, because poppies kind of loose, flowy. There we go. And you just go in with your eraser and erase the bits as you find the lines you want. All right, so the center of the poppy is nestled in here. So this leaf here, petal here is in the foreground. This one's in the background. The reason it looks so small is because it's foreshortening. So my pencil looks this big, but when I hold it to the camera like this, it suddenly looks much shorter. That's what's happening with this leaf. Sorry, again, petal. Even though it looks smaller, that's the one that's the closest to you. All right, so the center part of the poppy is kind of nestled in between these two here, and we can only see parts of it coming out. So we're just going to make some parts coming out here. Like that. And then here at the base of the poppy, I'm going to make pieces that come down like this and go to a long, skinny stem. All right. Now I also want to, in my picture, include a bud and a seed pod as well. So this is going to be the bud. It's going to kind of droop down, and the bud of a poppy kind of looks like an oval. So kind of like that, like an oval shape, except for it kind of has the layers to where you can see the poppy petals will be eventually. And here at the base, we're going to use a similar technique where instead of just going straight in, it kind of fans and it holds it. We'll erase that middle part there. So there's a simple bud, and then we're going to make a simple seed pod as well. So a seed pod is, this is eventually what becomes the seed pod. So it's going to be like this. Has a bunch of dots on it. There we go. And lastly, but not least, we want to go ahead and add some of those fern-like leaves that the poppy has. So we're just going to make a center part of our leaf that comes out, and then it kind of comes out in a jagged way. So it would be maybe like this. Like that, and then let's do another one over here. There we go. So that's the basic form of our poppy. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and use markers to use color bleeding to get the bright red of the poppy.